Goldenlocks and the Three Pirates. Once upon a seaworthy sloop, there lived three pirates. The big one was the pilfering Papa Pirate. Arr!
Yeah.
The medium-sized one was the menacing Mama Pirate. Aye. And the small one was the bonny baby pirate in training. Ahoy! Now, Mama was cunning with a cutlass, but puzzled by pots and pans. She was clever with a cannon, but not so helpful with a hammer and nails. And her sewing, well, it was atrocious. But one morning, Mama was so terribly tired of hardtack, she decided to make gruel for breakfast. Flaming blazes, she cried as the cooking fire flared in the galley. Bobs of burnt gruel boiled over the edge of her pot. Mama, could we hire a cook? Baby asked. We don't need no stinking crew, Mama barked, slopping the rest of the gruel into bowls with a glare as cold as an Arctic breeze. Aye, Papa agreed. Heave ho! We'll row the dinghy ashore for fresh water while the gruel cools, and off they set. As it happened, a handy but lonesome lass named Goldenlocks was out for a row in the same craggy harbor. She caught a whiff of Mama's gruel and was drawn to the scent like a pirate to treasure. Goldenlocks followed her nose to the larger boat, hauled her anchor overboard, and clambered onto the creaky ship.
Oh, this is a version of Goldilocks.
Hello? Goldenlocks called. Anyone here? Silence. Goldenlocks sighed. I was hoping for some company. But her eyes brightened as she spied the 3 bowls of gruel. There's the breakfast I smelled. I'm sure the good sailors who man this ship won't mind if I have a taste. She popped a spoonful from the big bowl into her gob. Yikes! It's hot as cannon fire, she sputtered. And nasty, too. Then Goldenlocks tried the gruel in the medium-sized bowl. Yeesh, this one's cold as cave moss and tastes no better. Finally, she sampled the gruel in the small bowl. It needs something. She grabbed a tin of nutmeg and added a pinch to the bowl before tasting the gruel again. Yes, to a T, just right. And most of the mess was down the hatch in an instant. Her belly now full, Goldenlocks scanned her surroundings. Never having been on a real sloop before, she was, of course, wildly curious. She ventured below decks where she found 3 stools. I'm sure the fine owners of this ship won't mind if I rest for a moment, she said, settling herself on the largest stool. Yikes, it's as hard as a turtle shell. She tried the medium-sized stool. Yeesh, it's soft as chicken feathers. That won't do. Finally, she sat down on the small stool. Yes, to a T, just right. But things were ship-shape for only an instant before the shaky stool smashed to smithereens. Ouch, said Goldilocks, rubbing her rump. Someone ought to fix that. Finding a mallet, nails, wood, and some tar, Goldenlocks set to work. Soon the stool was sturdy as a sea chest. Next, Goldenlocks scurried starboard, where she found 3 hammocks. Surely the kind seamen who sleep here won't mind if I take a nap after all that hammering, she said, climbing into the largest one. Yikes, this hammock is tight as a stopper knot. Then she tried the medium-sized hammock. Yeesh, this one's loose as hand-me-down breeches. Finally, Goldenlocks turned to the small hammock, torn and lying on the deck like a fallen vine. Yowza, everything needs patching up around here. With a nearby needle and thread, she sewed and stitched, and the canvas was nifty in no time. She rigged the ropes and rehung the hammock. At last, Goldenlocks tumbled into the small bed. Yes, to a T, just right, she breathed, and was fast asleep before you could say shut-eye. Now, you may have nearly forgotten about those 3 menacing pirates. If you climbed the ratlines to the crow's nest, you'd see that they are just now rowing back home for their morning grub. Mama, Papa, and Bonnie Baby hoisted themselves onto the main deck and headed straight for their breakfast. Shiver me timbers, someone's been eating me gruel, Papa boomed. Aye, someone's been eating my gruel too, Mama howled. Someone's been eating me gruel as well, Baby piped up. And most of it's in their stomach quarters. Mama leaned closer, sniffed, and stuck her finger into Baby's bowl for a taste. This has been doctored with something better tn bilge water, she mumbled. I should have thought of that. That's right good, Plunder. Let's find the filthy scallywag who's breached our bow, Papa thundered. He stomped below decks, followed closely by Mama and Baby. Shiver me timbers, someone's been sitting on me stool, he roared. Aye, someone's been sitting on me stool too, Mama echoed. Someone's been sitting on me stool as well, said Baby, and they made it into a real chair. That stool didn't need fixing, Mama growled, but under her breath she added, I could have done that. The rogue's nearby, Papa pressed. Me tattoo is tingling. Papa followed the prickly sensation, slinking towards the sleeping quarters. Shiver me timbers, someone's been sleeping in me hammock, Papa bellowed. Aye, someone's been sleeping in me hammock too, Mama cried. Someone's been sleeping in me hammock as well, Baby shrieked with delight, and they strung it back up, all good and cozy like. Mama scowled. I would have got to that, she muttered. But why is me bed bulging like a bag of gold bullion? Baby asked. At that moment, Goldenlocks' eyes snapped open to find the three scoundrels sizing her up. Did you mend me bed? Baby asked. Did you sort his stool? Papa demanded. Did you soup up me gruel? Mama questioned. How dare ye? Why, yes, Goldenlocks stammered. Everything's a bit ragged around here, you know. Someone had to fix things. She sat up, gathering a better view of her visitors. Goldenlocks gasped. Are you pirates? Where's your crew? We don't need no stinkin', Papa began. But a glimmer grew in Mama's eyes. Say, lassie, she interrupted, you're handy to a T. Our family could do with a gal like you. How's about turning pirate? Once upon a seaworthy sloop, there lived 4 pirates.
Oh, she became pirate.
Mm-hmm.
How about here?
Ahoy is a greeting of exclamation. Arr. An exclamation or expression of displeasure. Aye. Yes. Bilge water. The dirty water that's trapped between the inner and outer parts of a ship's hull. Bullion. Gold or silver that has not been made into coins. Gob. Mouth. Gruel. A thin, runny porridge made with some type of cereal boiled with water or milk. There's not much to it, including taste. Hardtack. Hard, dry biscuits made of flour and water that last a long time but have almost no flavor. Heave-ho! Let's go. Put some muscle in it. Plunder. Treasure, loot, stolen goods, or the act of taking such goods. Ratlines. Small ropes strung like rungs of a ladder and used to climb a ship's rigging. Scallywag. A badly behaved, mischievous person. Shiver me timbers. An expression of surprise. Stopper knot. A knot, often tied at the end of a rope, that keeps the rope from unraveling or slipping through a hole or another knot.